What's up, guys? This is Mike Loris, going to be casting the third and final semi-final game between CptRyze on the Radiant now, Thundercats on the Dire. Game number 2 went to CptRyze after a very, very long, drawn-out game. But they had enough bulk in the front lines. They had enough to take it out. Thundercats with a Necrophos Death Prophet Slark, just not making it for them. Now, this time, they themselves are going to ban out the Slark, so I guess Salem's done with that hero. But game number 1, of course, did go to the Thundercats. That's why we're at game number 3 with a failed push lineup from CptRyze. That last game was quite a long one, so thanks for sticking with it, everyone. And well, now we'll see who's going to be moving on to the grand finals. I think the other semifinal game is done. I just saw people were talking about the final match in the chat, but I didn't really see what the other team was going to be.
10 seconds
so I
remaining.
don't really know about that. But it should be coming up, well, I guess
5
after this
seconds
game, so
remaining.
not really a surprise there. Thundercats going to open up this draft now with a Clockwork. Managed to get through the, was first banned last time, first pick this time. First game was last picked. So Clockwork, heavily involvement, going to be partnered up with the Crystal Maiden. Thundercats already prepared for a long-range initiation. 23 played that Clockwork in game number 1, was pretty damn effective at it too. Found a lot of solo snipes versus the CptRyze side, and well, CptRyze this time, they're going to go for the Alchemist first pick. Once again, this is League of Dota Week 7 semifinals. Make sure to pick up the ticket, only 99 cents. Support me, support the tournament, all that good stuff. And get fat loot.
5
The
seconds
fattest of loot.
remaining.
Or get a chance for it. I also don't know how many people are in the Dota TV side, so you could make your judgment based upon that. If you figure there are like 10 prizes that drop, I mean, there's probably more, but... And then there's how many people in the Dota TV thing? Yeah. You could do it yourself. If it's probably worth 99 cents. If you get one drop, it's like really worth it. But anyway, waiting for CptRyze to fire off their second pick. Alchemist being the first, Visage being banned out. I could go for a Venomancer once again. He's been seeing a lot of action these past couple of games, though I would say not super effective, the hero. Thundercat's going to go for the Clockwork as well as Crystal Maiden, so most likely the two heroes are going to be playing in different lanes. Clockwork could go towards the mid lane depending on what CptRyze are prepared to do. Though I think probably off-lane Clockwork is what we're going to be seeing. CptRyze going to go for a very, very early Rubik pickup. Usually a hero that you could wait a little bit for, but they just want to get it down right now. Alchemist, well, could be a carry, could be a support.
Team ban.
Either way, I think there's going to be some pretty heavy roaming from both ends. Thundercats, respecting the Doom, they're going to ban it out this game. In last game, the Doombringer, so durable in lane with that ice armor, acquired by eating that, what is it called? Frost Ogre? Ogre Magi? Is it still Ogre Magi? The blue Ogre guy. That might have changed it. I don't know. Wild Wings and Hell Bears. Who knows these days? I think it's still Ogre Magi. But yeah, he just wouldn't die in the lane. And then later on, he just wouldn't die at all unless the entire team was focusing him. But yeah, we're showing, both teams are showing a lot of respect towards each other with the Lifestealer, Death Prophet ban. Both heroes that Thundercats have used very, very well with Druid Boy and 23 respectively. Of course, they're very powerful heroes in their own rights, but also when they're being used by a hero that a player that knows what they're doing, they get that much more dangerous. Doombringer as well as Timbersaw, lots of tanky frontliners that Thundercats are banning out. Though Bristleback still in the pool, and I would say that Bristleback from CptRyze was dangerous enough to warrant a ban. Looks like Thundercats, they're okay with risking it, or pick it themselves. It's all part of the plan, guys. They're going to go for the Bristleback this time. Bristleback and Clockwork usually occupy the same space in that off lane, though Clockwork has proven he could go to the mid lane and be fine. Though that was against a DK. If CptRyze go for something like a Puck, Queen of Pain, something along those lines, Clockwork is suddenly in for a world of hurt. Bristleback could go towards a safe lane and get farmed that way. But generally you want your Bristleback to be fighting more early on.
10 seconds
Use that early damage from the quills. Use his inherent tankiness and really just get value through that.
5 seconds remaining.
CptRyze seeing that Bristleback pick. I think judging by the time they're using to pick this hero, they were definitely planning on picking up the Bristleback. Unfortunately for them, Thundercats not really giving them that shot. CptRyze now, still thinking about it. Well, Alchemist could be played as carry or support, so there's lots of flexibility there. Rubik, a very, very well balanced, mixed offense, defense, support hero, and it's going to be a Luna, so that is going to push Alchemist towards
Dire team pick.
probably a support role. I guess technically he can be a mid lane hero, but knowing that Thundercats have laned the Clockwork mid lane in game number 1, making him go into another melee versus melee matchup is probably not the best idea for CptRyze to do. So it's probably going to be a support roaming Alchemist with Rubik. It's not the deadliest of combinations, mostly because Rubik doesn't really offer that much in roam aside for a disable. His damage as a support hero is relatively low when you compare it to the likes of Visage, CM, Alchemist, all those other types of heroes. Visage is mostly for a setup, but still it's a capable lineup. Depending on what Thundercats decide to pick, they probably won't be able to kill off the Bristleback for that combination. They'll definitely be able to pick out CM because it's CM. You always can pick out the CM no matter what. And Clockwork, well, he'll be safe as well. It's very, very hard to gank a mid lane Clockwork because if he sees you coming, if you have an Alchemist, no instant stuns, he'll always get the cogs off, and then Alchemist can't get any more right clicks in. He'll get the stun off, yes, and Rubik might be able to throw him out of the cogs, but that'll just be extra time that you're not spending hitting him. So Luna pickup, gonna be hard carrying that hero, I expect. I mean, you could run weird stuff like mid lane Luna, but that's probably not going to be what we're going to be seeing. Not a huge amount of interaction or counterplay between the picks so far. It looks like both teams, I mean, they're kind of struggling on deciding what they really want, but at the same time, they're not actually stumped. I think both teams are getting more or less what they wanted. Bristleback would have been okay for Thundercats, but it only would have been okay. And Luna is very, very easily replaced by any number of heroes. I think probably Gyrocopter is the most noteworthy. And Thundercat's going to go for a Shadow Demon, actually. That's actually really peculiar, I think. It's another defensive spell versus the Alchemist. If you see a stun flying at someone, you disrupt them, and 9 times out of 10, you're fine. Or if whoever gets levitated, you disrupt them, and then they're fine. However, Shadow Demon's generally a pure setup hero. You could go for a little bit more poison and be a little more offensive. But he's generally there to set things up with his disruption. And what does he have to set up in this game? Not much. Bristleback doesn't need any setup. Crystal Maiden doesn't need any setup. Clockwork, I guess you get earlier cogs off, maybe set up for a early battery assault. But that's really not that much. So Thundercats, unless they pick up I don't even know. I mean, Shadow Demon Crystal Maiden is kind of now similar in power level to the Alchemist Rubik. Crystal Maiden, I would say, similar to the Alchemist. Shadow Demon, similar to the Rubik. So there might be... I would say there's probably not going to be that much roaming. Mid lane heroes, Clockwork possibly from the Thundercats. Though Puck, Queen of Pain, Storm Spirit, they're all still in. Mag even.
10 seconds remaining.
CptRyze, what do they want? They're going to go for a Venomancer, so...
Dire team ban.
Well, I mean... I would expect them not to pick up a Venomancer. Are they going to run a solo mid lane Luna? Or a solo mid lane Alchemist? Mid lane Alchemist is a thing. It's not terrible, it's pretty good. But against a Clockwork, I don't know if it's really what you want to be doing. Acid Spray will bother the Clockwork a lot. Don't get me wrong, but if Clockwork finds an opening, then Alchemist just gets battery assaulted down, and Alchemist is not tanky enough to withstand that. If they get into a man fight, Clockwork wins. So Alchemist needs to play the slow, steady role. And CptRyze, well, they're roaming, Venomancer, Rubik, Alchemist is a pretty good aggressive tri-lane. And I think they just want to look for a mid lane hero. So it's going to be Alchemist, Rubik, Venomancer, I think, all going up towards a lane, probably top lane. Luna solo bottom lane versus a Bristleback. I don't know if that's going to be dangerous for the Luna, though. I mean, she is capable of holding onto the lane. But if she gets a little bit out of position, she will just be dove by the Bristleback, and that'll be really easy.
10 seconds
and Thundercats, I think their last pickup. Well, I mean, they do have the first pick now. Yeah, CptRyze, I think it's got to be like a Puck or something coming out from them. And Thundercats, it is going to be a Shadow Fiend. So they are going to run the mid lane Shadow Fiend, it looks like, though Shadow Fiend and Clockwork could easily switch positions. So Thundercats with a tricore of Shadow Fiend, Bristleback, Clockwork. A lot of physical damage on the Thundercat side. Bristleback being pure physical, Shadow Fiend, of course, having the minus armor, as well as having a lot of damage. And CptRyze seeing that Shadow Fiend, do they want to I mean, you don't really have to counterpick the Shadow Fiend that much. They could go for, I don't know if
10
Invoker would be the
seconds
best, but it
remaining.
would be pretty good to watch, because Invoker is always great to watch.
5
They go for
seconds
Puck, Queen of Pain,
remaining.
Storm Spirit, the standard mid lane heroes. They go for any mid lane hero, really. Shadow Fiend's not that dangerous in the mid
5
lane, especially if you
seconds
keep him down.
remaining.
And it's going to be a Storm Spirit, so there's some initiation from CptRyze, a way to get in there. Put all the damage dealing in the hands of the Luna, in the hands of the Alchemist. I think that's a decent way to go. Shadow Fiend versus Storm Spirit. Well, of course, it'll always depend on how Shadow Fiend does with the first couple of creep waves. If he gets the last hits with the Necromastery, he will snowball out of control. But then again, there'll be a Venomancer Rubik roaming, and Shadow Fiend is very, very easily ganked. That being said, however, Storm Spirit very easily ganked as well. Especially with Shadow Demon, Crystal Maiden, except pre-level 6. After level 6, Thundercats are going to really struggle to get the Storm Spirit locked down. Hopefully that open mic was transmitting throughout that whole draft. I was pressing the button and occasionally
Prepare for
repressing
battle.
it, but I don't know. I couldn't see, so I apologize if it wasn't. Rick doesn't really offer, and there's no way for me to check, so that's great. But anyway, we're in game number 3. We have on the CptRyze side, LeBron's going to be playing the Rubik. So Neko is going to be supporting as the Alchemist. Core Venomancer? Yeah, it's going to be a Core Venomancer. That is very peculiar. I mean, I like support Alchemist more than carry Alchemist, but still, support Venomancer, you never see that. Only against TAs, and that was a really long time ago. But either way, Luna is going to be played by Wiki. Close that. We don't need to see that. We have Dexter mid lane as the Storm Spirit, and of course, we have the Venomancer being played by this guy. On the Thundercat side, Defect going to be on the Crystal Maiden. Exiled is going to be playing that Shadow Demon. Top lane going to be handled by Druid Boy. Hard carry Shadow Fiend. Mid lane, it's going to be Clockwork v Storm Spirit. A little bit more favorable matchup for Clockwork. I was just talking to someone about this yesterday. I said it was pretty even. It could go either way depending on how the heroes play it out. But pre-level 6, I think Clockwork has a little bit of an edge. And after level 6 should be a little more even. Bristleback, of course, will be played by the last hero from TC, is Salen. So, yeah, we already see Defect finding a double damage rune. This could be a very, very early gank on the Storm Spirit. Clockwork has to get in close, and I think that would mean, yeah, it is, as I was about to say, pick up Frostbite at level 1. Get the Clockwork in, and who has the better block? This will determine whether the aggression goes through. Looks like Dexter getting a little bit of a better block, though not really substantially either way. Crystal Maiden's going to move in. Observer wards from the Radiant, not there. And Dexter, if he plays aggro, that will lead to his death, though he has more movement speed. He's going to see the CM coming from a mile away with double damage. He's going to back off, be just fine, though. As long as CM stands there, the Storm Spirit will not get any CS. So I guess that's something. Meantime, top lane, Venomancer will go toe-to-toe with the Shadow Fiend. I can't really say who has the edge here, though. Venomancer with the Poison Sting looks like he will be able to force Druid Boy out of the lane. Can't really say who has the advantage because I've never actually seen this matchup before. Yeah, Venomancer as a solo hero he's decent at controlling a lane if he's 1v1 because he does a lot of damage. If he catches you with the Gale, you will take a lot of damage and you might even die. Especially as the soft hero like the Shadow Fiend, though Shadow Fiend is getting his first initial souls up, and I think that's going to be decent enough for him to now outdamage the Venomancer. So this is going to be a interesting lane to keep my eyes on. Meantime, bottom lane, we have Bristleback just doing Bristleback things, going to try to stack up some Ancients. Already stacked it once, not bad there. Unable to really go out safely. The Observe wards from the enemy side, Radiant, making sure that if the Bristleback gets near, he will be punished. So Bristleback is going to really struggle to find levels now. He'll be able to stack the Ancients, but he won't be able to kill the Ancients very quickly. Or at all, really, until he gets level 4 Quill Spray and a lot of health. 23 in the meantime, 6 for 2. Versus the 2 for 0 for Storm Spirit. As I said before, a slight edge to the Clockwork, especially once he gets his bottle. But level 6 Storm Spirit, I think, will have a better edge. I mean, Hookshot's great, but it's not really comparable to Ball Lightning. And Clockwork taking quite a beating in this lane. Now, however, he has a salve. He should have his bottle soon enough. And Clockwork should be fine. Dexter, always got to be careful, though. If the Clockwork catches him in solo cogs, then the Storm Spirit is just dead. And even if he doesn't catch him in solo cogs, he might still be dead anyway. Venomancer, gotta be careful. Shadow Demon looking for a bubble. It's not gonna do it. Venomancer is gonna be disrupted, but a little bit too little, a little bit too late. A little bit of poison damage going his way, but that's pretty much it. Tri-lane up, Defect as well as Exiled. Helping out Druid Boy up on this top lane, though I don't think Shadow Fiend really needs help at this point. I think Shadow Demon and CM are best just going heavy roam. You know, just try to shut down the Storm Spirit as much as possible so that 23 could get in. Yeah, picking Storm Spirit is, I'm gonna actually just type something. Everyone agreed on UC. So yeah, there's nothing, it was agreed upon. It's too late to go back now, and if you can't play with it, well then that's just the risk you run. So unfortunately for Dexter, he will be, you know, getting out CS'd just a little bit. He is struggling up against his Clockwork, but yeah, it's just a problem with, it's a internet problem. You can't really avoid it or anything like that. Salient is only level 1. He's going to do a little bit of experience jacking from the enemy creeps. However, Rubik level 2, Alchemist level 2. If Salient gets caught out, I think he might just be dead. Storm Spirit is going to DC, and we're going to see a pause. So yeah, this is being played on USE. And I think it's actually now officially in the rules that in the best of 3 situations, the way it goes is that you go first to the server that the rules say you should go to, like in the best of 1s. Then you go to the other server, and then you go back to the first one. So everyone, it's a little bit more fair that way. But unfortunately, if you just simply can't play, then you're shit out of luck, aren't you? Salen's still level 1 on the, oh no, actually level 2 on his bottom lane, though Luna level 4. Special back, not really going to be a huge factor, and we do see LeBron and Neko. They're going to look towards the mid lane. They'll be able to kill his Clockwork, though Clockwork very healthy, 6 stick charges as well. They get too careless, they could get killed on this dive. No teleportation is available. Actually, Shadow Demon is available. So Shadow Demon could leave the lane, top lane, help out the Clockwork if Clockwork really does need it. And here comes the stun. Cogs need to go up right now. There's the Cogs. We'll provide him with a little bit of safety. Levitate out of the Cogs in 23. The Battery Assault up. He's taking a lot of damage, though. He will pop off the stick charges. And here comes Exiled. He will get the curse on the Rubik. And LeBron should be fine. Here comes Crystal Maiden as well. Rocket Flare going to fly. There's the Nova. Dexter will get frostbitten. No, he's going to get blocked by the creeps. Defect, just a little bit of creep blocking, unfortunately. Exiled now might be in a little bit of trouble. Beast mode will look for the last right kick. It won't happen. Exiled turning around, probably a bad idea. Is still salving up, however. We'll get another poison wave out onto LeBron. And it looks like everyone gets home alive. Rubik, not gonna, oh wait, poison. Oh, it's gonna be close. And it's gonna be Luna taking first blood on the bottom lane. I mean, technically, I did miss first blood, guys. But how could you blame me? 15 HP survival on the Rubik after the Rocket Flare, after the 2 stacks of Shadow Poison. Just barely surviving, but in the end, Luna with the Eclipse was the one to secure the first blood on the Bristleback. Only level 2. You cannot withstand an Eclipse as level 2 hero. I don't care who you are. It's not going to be fun. Oh, was it a trade, though? Druid Boy? Yeah, Druid Boy got a kill on the Venomancer in the meantime, so Venomancer dropping on the top lane, Bristleback dropping on the bottom lane. Technically even trades, however, you know, of course drawing the first blood is that much more valuable. Now Salin pushed all the way back to his tower. We'll find a little bit of space to get level 3. Maybe even level 4 or 5. 23 though, still has to rough it in this mid lane. Soneko as well as LeBron. Both still around, and the supports from Thundercats, well, they're grouped up and they're smoked up. They're looking to make a gank happen in a 3v3 engagement like this. It'll all depend on the Cogs. No, change your mind. It'll all depend on who they go for. Venomancer is going to be the target of choice. Level 3 Shadow Demon, not going to put up that much damage, though I think it will be enough. Level 6 Venomancer will get put into a bubble. There's the curse, Shadow Poison, gets into the Frostbite. There's the Poison ultimate. Defect, though, is going to live. Satyr, unfortunately, oh, what? There we go. 23 is going to get pulled back. He's going to get initiated upon as well. Going to be even trades. Dexter, barely finding that kill. Can't play because of the lag. Rely on LeBron. Rely on Neko. They will help you in that lane, and Storm Spirit now with level 6, Invisibility Rune to boot. He's going to find a lot more free time. Bristleback at level 3, going to try to clear off some Ancients. Will be successful in killing off the weaker ones. Though, he's getting kind of roughed up a lot. Yeah, he's going to find a couple. Bring him up to level 4, but this is going to be a little bit precarious. This is actually not any jungling that I've seen in a long time. Fortunately, he will lose the Quill Spray stack, so he'll have to do that later, but hitting level 4 off of that, not too bad. Teleportation up to the top lane. It's going to be the Shadow Demon one more time. He is level 3 only. He's been involved in 1 kill, actually. I guess that was his only one, killing off the Venomancer. So he's looking for more levels. I think going for poison is probably the better idea in this game. Just got to get as much damage onto the board as possible. You don't have anything to set up for. No split earths or anything like that. I'm not too sure what LeBron is doing. Maybe he expects that there's going to be stacking, and there was, to be fair. Clockwork looking for Wiki, though. Wiki has an Eclipse up. And going into a Luna is always a ganky prospect because of that. Alchemist going to find Crystal Maiden with the single unstable concoction. What? Hook shot in. Hook shot in. Gonna latch. He's going to bottle his way up there as well. The cogs are open, but unfortunately Nico is going to get pushed out of them. Extra damage there. Alchemist is going to drop. Luna in the meantime picking off Bristleback with the help of LeBron. Trades everywhere. And who do they favor? Well, we'll push this magic button and find out. We see them favoring just slightly the Radiant side. 23 initiated upon by Dexter, but yeah, you can't do that too much, Storm Spirit. You might just get turned around. No Sun gonna fly. 23 will get hit really hard by that. Is there any follow-up? There's Ball Lightning. There's Static Remnant. I think he's gonna pop on exit. 23 will die. Bubble even putting him in more danger there. So it's 5 for 3 in TC. This game not looking as good as game number 1, looking kind of similarly to game number 2. Storm Spirit, despite his lag, is doing just fine, I would say. Falling behind in CS, or fell behind in CS versus the Clockwork, is still behind in CS. But if you're getting the kills, it doesn't really matter, does it? Salem now level 5, going to try to clear off these Ancients. We'll give him level 6, so he's finding his levels decently now with the bottle up. Defect as well as Exiled. Possibly will look to roam again. Smoke up, though. Shadow Demon not very healthy. Will be a risky prospect. Shadow Fiend all the while has been just doing his own thing. Doesn't have the most gold per minute. That position is held by Luna. I mean, when you're up against a Bristleback who really can't do anything and you kill him twice, yeah, it's kind of expected that you'll have a lot of CS and a lot of gold per minute. Shadow Fiend looks like he's going to go for Helmet Dominator. Luna going to go straight up towards the Yasha, so Manta Style ASAP. And Venomancer in a little bit of trouble, perhaps. Hookshot can't get blocked here. Missile into Hookshot. Perfectly lined up. There's the cogs. Venomancer ultimate comes out. It's going to do a little bit of damage to Druid Boy as well as 23. Possibly make them base up, though. Morbid Mask with the bottle. Clockwork's going to be fine, as is the Shadow Fiend. Yeah, she needs a little bit more lifesteal, and it'll be fine to do that. They're going to spot out LeBron now. And, well, Teal calling out for a big gank. 23, if he somehow closes the distance, he will be able to find a kill, though Plague Ward spotting everything out. 23, he's not going to sneak up on anyone. Doesn't have a hookshot just yet. He is level 8, however. Getting a lot of experience off of that mid lane. Bottling up as well. Oh, no, splitting the bottle, rather. Incoming. And Shadow Fiend actually just going for Morbid Mask for a little bit of lifesteal. Just wants to jungle. Doesn't want to stick in the lane all the time. It's going to be straight BKB for him, and I do like that choice. Against Storm Spirit, against Alchemist, Rubik, Luna, all those heroes, it's very dangerous to go anything but straight BKB. 23 going to find a duel versus Dexter. He's going to Ball Lightning forward. There's the Curse as well as a stack of poison. 23, though, going to get blown up by Neko. There's the bubble. It will get put in there, and Defect is there to follow up. Frostbite, it is there, so Neko is going to drop from this one, so it's a 1-for-1 so far. Defect going to try TP out. The damage is enough. Exiled trying to go for that deny on the back of that Gale. Not in time, however. Dexter finds a double kill, or finds a killing spree. Only 1 kill. Alchemist got the first one. Unfortunately for TC, no more heroes around to help out there. Shadow Demon getting a lot of experience from that level 6 now, as is the Bristleback. But so far, Bristleback and Luna both haven't really been playing with the rest of the team, but hell, they've been playing versus each other, 1v1 me, bro. And Salem has been losing every single 1v1 engagement, as to be expected, kind of. I said before that Bristleback versus Luna is a favorable matchup for Bristleback, but not when the Bristleback starts off 4 levels behind the Luna. That kind of skews the results a little bit. However, Druid Boy is still farming, so TC, despite the fact they are a little bit behind, it's only 1,500. It's only 2,500 in gold experience, respectively, so yeah, they have a Shadow Fiend who's getting a lot of free farm. They have a Clockwork who's been getting some pretty good ganks off, though. Now in a little bit of trouble. Large jump forward from Dexter. Will get stunned in the tower, and he's going to just barely Ball Lightning away. Very, very close call there. Unfortunately, again, there is no stuns from the TC side. I mean, the only stun they have is Hookshot, and you can see how well that worked. And I guess they technically do have the Frostbite, but still, you could Ball Lightning out of that. So not a terribly huge deal for the Storm Spirit. They're going to look for an opening now, looking to put someone in the bubble. However, Luna still in the bottom lane. And the Druid still up on the top lane, so it's going to be 3v3 on the mid lane. What gets stolen? Only level 2 Rocket Flare. Not the most useful spell to steal. Then again, the only useful spell to steal for Clockwork as a Rubik, or the best one to steal, you know, Cogs and then Hookshot. If you Hookshot in as the Rubik, you're usually just dead. It's like, alright, I stunned him, but I don't have the armor or the health that the Clockwork has, so I'm gonna die. Slow push from the CptRyze side. They're gonna look to chip this one down as much as possible, and they will slowly but surely do it. Level 4 Plague Wards on this Venomancer with all the mana in the world due to Arcanes as well as Ring of Basilius. Tower slowly going to get chipped down. Big jump forward from Dexter. Will get hit with a Nova. And jump forward for a pull. Perhaps stun from 23. Will land, though. He's very, very weak. He's going to get blown up. Dexter gets a double kill. I don't even know how he got that kill. Exiled now. He can get slowed down by that overload. And Dexter will drop, but it will be a triple kill for him. Double raise, though. Will get a kill for Druid Boy. The Venomancer on his way out. Here comes Salin. Does have 1 point in goo. And he is on the chase with the Warpath, though the Venomancer fast enough to escape that. It's going to be a 2-for-1, 2-for-3 trade. Druid getting in on that action just a little bit. But TC, unfortunately, not taking the best trades there. Storm Spirit, despite his lag, is performing very, very well. 6-1-1, getting all the kills. Like, I don't even know. He was stunned up, and it looks like he just got a kill regardless. Maybe he had a static remnant on the ground. I just didn't see, but hell, either way, 10-7. TC falling behind in this crucial game, number 3. Have a Shadow Demon still farming, but they should be holding on. This is like a classic 4 protect 1 strategy. They are protecting the Shadow Fiend, bringing him into late game. And Bristleback so far has been doing not much protecting at all.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Because he can't. He's up against a Luna tri-lane, and he might even die here. Alright, Salin, if you die here, please don't die here. Get in there, just one more Quill Spray. Oh, no. Careful. It's very crucial that we watch this. There we go. He's going to live. That's going to give him enough money for his Vanguard. There it is. Rubik, though, okay, I thought for a second he still had his Rocket Flare. That's fine, though. He doesn't. And the Bristleback walks home safely. He's victorious. Going to be seeing a little bit of a lull here. Let's take a quick look at the item progression. Luna, going to go right into the Helm of the Dominator, it looks like, unless she just wants to hold Morbid Mask, which looks like the Manta style, so it is going to be just the Morbid Mask for a little bit of extra lifesteal, make jungling easy. It's not a terrible idea. I do this quite often actually. Alchemist going to be holding that medallion, LeBron with absolutely nothing. He has Arcane Boost, which is actually not too bad for a Rubik at this point. Orchid going to go, Storm Spirit going to go for the Orchid, and Venomancer going to go for that Mech Rush. TC, mentioned the Vanguard, not much in the Clockwork. He's been dying quite a few times. Shadow Demon not much, but CM not much. BKB is up on Shadow Fiend now. And Dexter completely surrounded. Though, is there a stun? 23 going to hit him with the Cogs. There's the ball lightning out, and yeah, they don't even want to bother chasing it. It'll be a waste of a hook shot, really. They're all going to go to the top lane. Help out Druid Boy, push this tower as much as possible, though I don't really think Druid Boy needs their help. Yep, Shadow Fiend with that 72 extra damage. It's dishing. It certainly is. It's going to be their first Tier 1 tower of the game, though. Their Tier 2s are being scratched a little bit. They're going to keep on going. They want to force a fight right now. Have initiation from the Clockwork. If they get a hook shot onto Alchemist, he's dead. So the Alchemist is here with level 3 Acid. And, well, Dexter, as well as the rest of the heroes from CptRyze, pushing out the other lanes. They probably should go and deal with this. They're not really getting much done. They gotta go right now. And, oh, Defect gets caught out. This is gonna be a free kill for Dexter. Pop, pop, pop. And she's dead. Teleportation coming in. It's gonna be the Shadow Fiend. He has to pop the BKB immediately. There it is, into the Requiem. It will do not much damage to anything. Wiki gonna pop the Eclipse, though. The hook shot a little bit too late. Wiki will get a double kill. Druid Boy will secure the kill. Soul stolen by LeBron, though it won't really help him. Sailing on his tail, he will chase him down. It's gonna be a 2-for-3 trade. Druid Boy just hit him. There we go. And we do have the Venomancer also going to get out of there alive. Storm Spirit securing the kill and getting on out of there. Everyone else in TC eating a level 11 Eclipse straight to the face. Druid Boy getting caught with the Gale. Yeah, I don't know if you want to be doing that, Benno. Probably not the best idea. You're lucky that the Shadow Fiend doesn't have any disables. Oh, but he got tagged by the goo. This is dead Venomancer. Gotta go to the T. Gotta buy a TP. That's the only shot. Start stacking them quills, and I think he's dead. Yep. Whack, 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 and quills. But here comes Storm Spirit, wants to go for Druid Boy. The bubble is there, however, Dexter got to be forced to back away. He's going to try to go for the kill still. He's going to try to go for the lifesteal. Druid Boy survives, and Dexter bites off way more than he could chew and ends up choking to death. Meantime, Sun and Echo just doing his own thing. He's been defending the top lane. Now he's going to push the top lane because he's a good little alchemist. Though he's going to be surrounded. Here comes Crystal Maiden out of nowhere. There's the Nova. There's the attempted TP, instantly canceled. And with the clockwork right on his tail, it's going to be an ownage streak from TC. It's like they all died and then they all got the kills. So Dota thinks they're doing well. 12-13. They're going to tie up the score just a little bit, finding a couple favorable trades there, though the gold earned and experience earned still in favor of CptRyze. And TC, I mean, they still can't take these fights, though Eclipse, they have to burst down this Luna. They let her sit for a very, very long time, uncontested. Now Salen, he's going to try to pick a fight. We could see how well that's going for him. Yeah, you don't want to be doing that. Bad ideas. And now, TC possibly looking for a Roshan. They have maxed out Presence of the Dark Lord. Shadow Fiend will tank this Roshan's armor. I mean, tank as in drastically lower, not tank. And he actually is going to tank. Helm of the Dominator, giving him all the lifesteal in the world. Salen probably doesn't even want to get in on that to tank it. Yeah, Roshan's going to drop between the goo and the as well as the Presence. And there's no reaction from the CptRyze side. We instead have Dexter scouting out for potential solo pickoffs. Shadow Fiend now with an Aegis of the Immortal. Now has level 16, level 3 Requiem. He's a higher level than the Luna, but only by 1. And Druid Boy, he's very, very soft still. If the Storm Spirit jumps on him and he doesn't have the bubble, if he doesn't have a BKB available to him, I think he just dies. But still, Druid Boy, he's dishing the most damage, and Stack Shadow Fiend can and will win you games. However, you know, he needs a little bit more, I think. He's going for the Yasha, whereas Luna already has the Manta Style up. And now Venomancer going to get slapped with the hook shot. Rubik's right behind him, but I think Rubik's going to be extra food. Yeah, Venomancer stuck in the cage, has no way out of there. Double raise, Druid Boy going to find that kill, and LeBron, he's going to be fine. Ooh, Defect almost getting in there with the Frostbite. Very, very close. But the Rubik will survive. Venomancer will get picked off. CptRyze perhaps a little bit careless. Venomancer solo pushing out like that, probably not what you want to do. Salen going to get initiated upon by Dexter. Don't really think you can get this kill, though. Yeah, that's maxed out Bristleback for you. Now Bristleback's pissed. He's going to turn this one around. Dexter taking a huge amount of damage. My God, needs a couple more hits, though. Ball Lightning will lead him to safety. No hook shot available for the Clockwork. Going to fire off the flare. Wouldn't have killed him off anyway. It's 13-13. And TC, they're finding picks around the map, whereas CptRyze, they're doing some split pushing with the Luna. This is permanent damage. Every single hit these illusions get will stick. And Salen's going to be actually struggling to clear these out. But Luna is going to be, I think, probably the biggest X factor for CptRyze. They haven't really been playing with her that much, aside from the Eclipse in the bottom lane. And she almost has enough for a straight-up BKB. Once she has that, she'll be more than comfortable enough to fight. So Luna probably going to be heading towards there, then going to be heading towards some damage after that. It's going to be very difficult for TC to deal with them, and then here comes the jump in from Dexter. He's going to silence Exiled, yet go for Defect. The bubble, though, should be in time. There it is, and here comes Druid Boy. 1 hit raise, 2 hits will get dodged. LeBron, though, is not going to be as lucky. 2 hits, that's going to be it. And CptRyze potentially overextending. Seem to be going for these kills, and, well, every single time, TC is there. They're prepared. And, well, they end up paying for it. As well they should. You can't really let them walk away like that. Oh, Venomancer, you don't want to be doing that. He missed the Gale, and he still went up the hill. Requiem? Oh, please, Requiem. Yes, there we go. Not enough damage. Oh, it is. What? Didn't look like it was enough damage, but it definitely killed him. Druid Boy getting a kill there. Disruption into Requiem. It's so overkill. It's so unnecessary, but it's so amazing to see, and it doesn't even matter. Manta Style up on the Shadow Fiend, and, well, we can see the difference in gold per minute. 4,700 gold. We can't really see it yet. We can see it in the net worth. Yeah, most of the gold, Luna could buy a straight-up BKB, and then, well, she went for an Aquila, which Shadow Fiend did not get, so I guess that's another detour that Wiki has. 4,800 gold in the Luna. You could probably just start buying your BKB now, because if you get caught, you could BKB and actually just kill whoever's trying to get you, and you're probably going to get caught by the Clockwork, let's be honest. Clockwork cannot stand against this Luna. Luna's going to potentially just clear this double stack of Ancients and then be fine for a BKB. There you go. There's actually a lot of stacking going around from the CptRyze side, whereas TC, they're not getting that much farm in this game. Though Salen's still very, very tanky now with the Sange. We'll go straight towards the Heaven's Halberd, I'm assuming. Lock down that Luna. You get her... Oh, it's not going to be a BKB. It's going to be an Eagle Song. Guess she's not really scared of... I mean, Crystal Maiden, Shadow Demon, there's not too much magical damage. A lot of physical. But still, it's I think it's still worth it in this game. Long jump in from the Storm Spirit will get exiled. We'll get frostbitten up. The mech is there, exiled. Didn't use the Force Staff, or it didn't matter. Defect now going to get initiated upon. Dexter wants more blood, but here comes the rest of the team. Druid Boy will land the Requiem for the upside. 23 already used the hookshot, wasted it. Dexter will drop it. Is 1 for 2 trade so far. 23 looking for Cogs. He will get lifted up into the air. Look at the damage coming out from Druid Boy. They're going to catch LeBron. 1 right click more. That'll do it. It's a 2 for 2 trade. TC, they lose their supports. They get everything else. That was with the missed hookshot as well. Druid Boy still holding on to his BKB all the while during that. Though, that's just Storm Spirit as well as Rubik causing trouble. There's still the fact that Luna isn't in those fights. And Druid Boy was in those fights, and hell, they won those fights, and oh, yeah, not too sure if you want to be doing that. Let's see if Druid Boy could win against Wiki. Looks like not. Stun's being charged up. Alchemist going to drop some acid, do a little bit more damage. Druid Boy going to get stunned up. Does not have anything. He does have the Aegis, however. Does he want to turn this one around? Wiki possibly in a little bit of trouble. If they can turn this one around, if they get a bubble on someone. There's the Snot constantly being thrown. But the Butterfly on Luna. At this point, Shadow Fiend cannot man-fight this Luna. It's just not in the cards. So Luna, yeah, she's been farming, but I think she's almost done farming. Mantis-style Butterfly is a deadly combination. With a lifesteal to boot, she could take a 1v2, 1v3 possibly. Depending on how those glaives decide to bounce. There's a little bit of a jump. Dexter's going to catch Druid Boy, needs to pop his BKB. He's going to turn this one around. However, here comes the stacked Luna. Mantis-style Illusions absolutely wrecking everyone. They will get taken out. Raise is going to happen onto Wiki. There's the Eclipse, though, and there's no creeps to help tank this, but it doesn't really matter because she ran out of range. Venomancer is going to pick up this Crystal Maiden. Sailing going to try to slow down Nico. He's very tanky, though he's not invulnerable. Another bubble going to put Alchemist in that extra zone. Druid Boy can turn around for some damage to the hookshot in 23 and land the Cogs as well if he wants to. Doesn't even want to. Shadow Demon picking up that kill, and now Force Staff forward for the Cogs onto the Venomancer. That's going to be the death of 2. Druid Boy is going to kill off the Venomancer. But Dexter has a double damage rune, possibly wants to turn this one around. Druid Boy, though, just getting so much damage out. Has yet to die, by the way. Yeah, the only time he did die was the Aegis. Now exiled. He tried to force that, but he gets caught by the pullback. Exiled is just going to die. Dexter, though, getting dished upon. Look at the damage from Shadow Demon. So much DPS. He has a Demon Edge. He's going to go for an MKB, most definitely. And 17-20, TC take the kill score lead after CptRyze get a little bit too careless, a little bit too many times. Now this tier 1 tower absolutely demolished. Here comes Luna, but she's not very healthy. Requiem will be cast, but it was a slow teleportation in. Druid Boy gonna get the kill. Does have BKB. He needs to pop it right now. He's gonna raise instead. There he goes. Cogs are up, but it's not gonna matter. Luna teleporting in at just a little bit of HP, but I guess someone teleported in right before, and she managed to dodge the Requiem. Fairly lucky slash, fairly lucky that TC didn't see that that Wiki's TP was delayed. But either way, 18-22 now. And TC, they lose the Shadow Fiend for the first time in this entire game. 12-1-6. This guy is doing fantastically right now. Though still, he does have to worry about a Luna. And Defect has to worry about a Gale. He'll be fine, though. Mech up on the both sides, I believe. Yeah, Mech up on both sides. A redundant Buckler on the Alchemist. A little bit of miscommunication there. Now Heaven's Halberd up on Bristleback. This could be a huge item if they play their cards right, especially since Luna, well, doesn't have a BKB right now. Once she gets a BKB, it will be a lot harder to use it correctly. But right now, if she splits out of Mantis style, you pop that sucker on her, disarm her, she cannot attack. And a Luna that can't attack is pretty damn sad. So Bristleback will be a huge asset, or that item rather will be a huge asset moving forward. Sailing actually level 16. Recovered quite a bit from that crappy early game. 531 EXP per minute though. Wow, Shadow Fiend with so many kills up at level 20, 26 minutes into the game. This guy is farming up quite the storm. He needs a couple souls for his damage back, but hell, once he gets his MKB, this Luna is going to be a lot less happy. Though now she does have a BKB of her own. So the Heaven's Halberd, I mean, you could still disarm her, but got to worry about Manta Style, got to worry about the magic immunity. That'll all dispel it. This is happening. Sun Nico, he's still getting his farm as well, has the medallion up, has had it for a very long time. Wasting a little bit of gold for the buckler, but I guess that's not a terribly huge investment, so that's fine. He's going to go for a 4-staff, so he's going to look to make initiation a little bit easier. Make sure that Storm Spirit doesn't always have to be the one jumping in on always Exiled or Defect. Gotta feel for these support heroes, man. They're always getting initiated upon. Now, Druid Boy going to find Beast Mode. He doesn't have maxed out souls, but that's not going to bother him too much. Roshan going to be up in about a minute. And, well, everyone knows about it. Giant crowd near the Roshan pit. And in these close quarters, I think CptRyze have a slightly favorable positioning there. Alchemist is going to be a lot more effective. Luna is guaranteed to be effective with her Eclipse. They will have to worry about a big Shadow Fiend ultimate, but that's pretty much it. Cogs will be disruptive to both ends, so that's kind of something that you can't really account for. And then other than that, Freezing Field, level 1 only, not going to be too effective, though the Ancients might bring it up to level 2. So Freezing Field could also be fairly effective. Roshan is going to be the next big fight, and perfect timing for the Shadow Fiend to pick up an MKB. Now he could, I don't know if he could man-fight the Luna. He's still very far behind her in gold per minute. You know, about 100 gold per minute behind her, which is pretty huge. But, hell, he might be able to, unless he gets killed by Dexter. I don't think Dexter could kill him, though. Yeah, there's the Manta Style, and wow, look at that damage. That was 2 volleys from the Manta Style, plus, of course, the main hero. It's not going to fly onto Luna. This could be the fight that determines the Roshan fight. Sailing going to keep throwing that snot. Will be stolen by Haruba. There's a hook shot in onto Sun Neko. And a bubble onto Luna. There's the Requiem. No, it's not going to be popped because Wiki. He's going to fight 1v3 the Eclipse, though. Gets burned for not much at all. Druid Boy going to unleash the ultimate. Not do too much, so he's going to slow down LeBron. That's going to be the death of the Rubik Beast Mode up on the high ground. Looking for something. Will not find anything. Yale going to catch 23 as well as Druid Boy and Beast Mode. Going to get Frostbitten up. Cursed up as well. The damage from Druid Boy. Not even enough time to ball lightning out of there. Druid Boy at this point is just so damn stacked, and Luna getting caught out of position. 23 with great initiation on the Alchemist, making sure that he cannot actively help that Luna, making sure that the Cogs bar off this passage completely. And Luna got isolated, got killed before she could really dish out the damage that she was supposed to. That'll give Shadow Fiend the second Aegis of the game, or his second Aegis of the game. It's also the second Aegis of the game, so I guess no matter how you slice it, it's 2 Aegis. Exiled as well as Defect, looking towards that bottom tier 1 tower, whereas the rest of the team going to go straight towards the mid lane. It's going to be 2 towers going to be taken down. I think Exiled as well as Defect don't have the most pushing, but I think at this point tier 1 is not going to last long no matter what. Shadow Fiend wants more, however. Raise, souls. And then, well, he has to work through backdoor protection. Gale going to fly, sailing. Thinking a big hit from that, though he could just turn this one around, and there's the Venomancer ultimate. Will do a lot of damage to the Shadow Fiend. Force Staff out, will save the Bristleback. TP's out just fine. And I think the Shadow Fiend just walks away, unless Storm Spirit will not catch the Shadow Fiend. Druid Boy with a perfect read on the Storm Spirit, walking north. And, well, I think the CptRyze, they definitely think the Shadow Fiend TP'd out. But he definitely didn't. He's instead going to jungle up and restore his health at the same time. Now, what's going to be the next big item? Maybe upgrade that Helm of the Dominator into a Satanic. I think at that point, Shadow Fiend just doesn't die. Still has BKB up at 7 seconds. Could be a Daedalus for straight up damage, although that's going to be that Satanic. And Shadow Demon, wow, picking up a Yule Scepter. So, he's pretty farmed as well. Also, it's a great tool against Storm Spirit whenever he jumps in, if it's him or the CM, because it's pretty much been only those two heroes the entire game. Just Yule Scepter either yourself if you can, or the Storm Spirit, and you're home free. Shadow Fiend, rather looking for blood. And TC, they still have all the tier 2 outer towers that could be taken. And even with that, the gold advantage sitting at 0. Look at the damage, my god. Storm Spirit really needs some more bulk. He's going to jump in, he needs magic immunity. And he's going for BKB, but it's still quite a ways away. Not that far away, but still. EXP, also wow, 12,000 in favor of TC. So Thundercats looking very, very good this game. Recovered a little bit from that crappy early stage. Salen gonna clear off yet another stack, gonna go for an ultimate orb. See, Lincoln Sphere, Scotty. Lincoln Sphere wouldn't be terrible, though. I think that's probably, if you want to get protection, just BKB up and you just run in. Now, not too sure about what he's going for, but either way, can't go wrong with an ultimate orb, right? Definitely not Manta style. I say that and then he's gonna pick up Manta style. Satanic is up on the Shadow Fiend, by the way. And CptRyze, they're just farming up as much as possible. Trying to delay this inevitable Doom push, though. 23 has a level 3 hookshot armed and available, so he'll be able to throw that very, very often. 40-second cooldown. He'll be the initiation tool for TC. If they could catch someone with it, if they catch anyone with it, they're just dead. Unless perhaps it's Dexter. Is there any True Sight? There shouldn't be. There's no reason for them to buy a lot of True Sight aside from dewarding. So Druid Boy's got to be a little bit careful. Hell, Dexter could go for pretty much anyone right now. Though he still is without his magic immunity. I think he might be AFK. Ah, he's back. There we go. Salen, get back here. And will Storm Spirit, he reveals himself. He's going to put into the bubble. And Frostbite? Nah, no, it's not going to happen. That's a long jump out, but that means Storm Spirit is effectively out of this upcoming fight. There's a hookshot in the catch LeBron. One shot, well, he gets cogged out. Force Staff saving him there. The hookshot, it doesn't really lead to a kill, but that's completely fine. Druid Boy's tanky enough to tank this tower and kill the creep wave and kill the tower all at the same time. Sitting in the acid all the while. Deny will happen. Not really going to matter too much. You have Luna going to look to split push the bottom lane. Force TC back that way. But I think TC, they just want blood, and they want it on this mid lane. Salen's going to get hit with the stun, not too much of a big deal. Druid Boy, 1, 2, 3. Needs a 4th hit to kill off the Venomancer. Not going to happen. Druid Boy going to go 1v4 because he can. Has a Satanic, has the Aegis in the meantime. Wiki going to fight toe-to-toe with 23. The Cogs, though, going to slow him down. The mid lane, though, is where the action's going to happen. Luna still going to go now for the melee and the range back. 23 going to get the hookshot in. Exiled is here. Going to pop the BKB is the Luna. Going to try to go for that Shadow Demon, and it looks like he won't get either of them. Wiki is still very, very healthy. In the meantime, Dexter with the BKB up. Going to try to go for Defect, though the Orchid will not pop him. Should be fine. Luna going to find the kill on Shadow Demon, and Wiki by himself takes the Raxes. Druid Boy has the Aegis, has the Satanic still up, and the Freezing Field Beast Mode. Dexter is going to pop a little bit more mana, needs one more hit to kill him off. Druid Boy will raise it out. There it is. But now, TC, they need to take a set of Raxes right now. They need to equalize what just happened. They have the Aegis still up on the Shadow Fiend, so he could just go and, YOLO push that mid lane. He has Satanic as well, so he'll be able to restore quite a bit. Yep, there you go. 3 hits, and he's at full HP. Aegis reclaimed in 30, though. They need to use this Aegis right now. Wiki is now back from pushing up that bottom lane tower, and the backdoor protection won't last for long. Troop Wave is coming in. Another stun onto Druid Boy. He does still have the Aegis, but only for a couple more seconds. I would say about 15 by now. He has to either burn it or move back, or just, not care about it. Just kill Wiki. That's fine as well. This constant slow from the Bristleback is going to be just enough. Druid Boy still doing the damage. However, he's going to get lifted up in there. Needs BKB right now. He's going to pop the Requiem. It will do a lot of damage to Nico, and he's going to stun himself. That's a free kill if the Druid Boy can get over there. 1, 2, 3 hits. That's going to kill off the Alchemist. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's not going to happen. This Druid Boy knocks him down one at a time. So they still have yet to take Raxes. Buybacks from CptRyze, making it very difficult for them to stick into this fight. 23, going to miss that hookshot. He's going to chase down the Venomancer nonetheless. He will find that kill. No, Druid Boy's going to find the kill. Triple kill for him as he takes down the Alchemist, and then Clockwork going to find the kill on the Venomancer. Shadow Fiend still standing strong, and, well, Storm Spirit going to jump forward, huge jump, and bowl down instantly. That Clockwork and Crystal Maiden, and now Salen in a little bit of trouble. Does have that Heaven's Halberd still available, and Beast Mode Dexter, he's gonna be in a little bit of trouble. 1 shot, 2 shot, popping the 9-second BKB charge on that one. Druid Boy just doing so much damage, and no one is addressing him. Just with TC killing everyone else, and Salen actually gonna go for the Hex Stick. Not a bad choice at all. But so many Shadow Fiends doing so much damage. And now that's going to be mid racks taken, top racks taken. I think they could slide down and take the final set of raxes. So, CptRyze, I mean, Luna makes a great play in going for that bottom rax, and she did get it. But unfortunately, it was at the cost of 2 sets of raxes. So now everyone from TC going to fall back. Everyone going to gear up for that bottom lane. And they're just going to go for that push slow and steady. Should be decent enough for them. So yeah, TC with one set of raxes above the CptRyze side. With big items coming up on the back of that push. A full Daedalus completed from the Shadow Fiend. Too many Shadow people in this game. Daedalus, so he's going to be hitting even harder, which is like hard to believe. Roshan is up in 2 minutes. Perfectly, 2 minutes. There we go. In case you're wondering, yes, I did finally learn how to read a clock. This clock. Because you would think it's like, oh, there's 3 dots. 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute. But that's actually not true. Should be everyone on the bottom lane. Dexter at this point is just way too fragile. His initiation is, in theory, great. But not if he gets put into a bubble. Is there any stun? There's no sheep stick here. Actually, is at the bottom lane. So Druid Boy gonna get lifted up. Hit with a loosened beam. Here's the man fight. Druid Boy gonna get stunned out. You'll have to go onto Luna. Can they burst down the Shadow Fiend? It looks like they will be able to. A free Shadow Fiend kill for CptRyze, and now it's all people down the mid lane. Venomancer gonna throw himself forward. Will miss the Gale, however. Needs to keep slowing down this Crystal Maiden. Stun's gonna get thrown, as well as loosened beam. Defect is gonna drop. I think TC just has to fall back at this point. They're gonna buy back on the Shadow Fiend. They actually want to fight this one out. A couple of Luna illusions doing a lot of damage to the enemy side, though. Shadow Fiend is back into this fight, slowly walking in. There's Eul Scepter on that Venomancer. Storm Spirit will get hook shot, and he will get stunned. I think he might die. No, he doesn't manage to get out of there. Wiki gonna pop the Eclipse and get put into the bubble, so nothing can be done about that. And he's gonna man fight this one out. Where's the Shadow Fiend? They need the Shadow Fiend if they actually want to do this right now. And Salen gonna try to still fight off Wiki. It will be enough with the Shadow Fiend now arriving. Soul Neko gonna get stunned up as well. 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot. That's gonna do him in. Shadow Fiend saving the day. And we have the Venomancer living at 70 HP. Roshan will be up in just about 20 seconds. And, well, we saw how fast Shadow Fiend took it out last game. We'll see if he could do it even faster. With the Daedalus, I think he'll be able to. Pick up the Aegis as well. Cheese might not be too bad, but really, he's 6-slotted at this point. He is doing as much damage as he will ever do. Maybe drop the Manta Style? I think, well, it's a defensive tool. It's still very unique. Yeah, easily soloing the Roshan. Everyone else back to the bottom lane. And that fight was, as chaotic and messed up as the Radiant team could possibly want. Yet they still didn't get that much out of it. What is it going to be? We're going to see Salen pick up cheese. Salen pick up Aegis. 23 pick up cheese. Are they all really going to go back to the mid lane? They just want a GG push? That's fine. You could slow push the bottom lane. That's also a very, very easy way to win the game. 1,000 crits on the Shadow Fiend. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. So everyone going to go straight in towards the mid lane. This is going to be a GG push from TC. Bristleback, only at half HP though, doesn't have the most regeneration, doesn't have a heart or anything like that to fully get himself back up to full, though he does have a Aegis. And Shadow Fiend, he has a lot of damage, so you could just go wreck towers if you want, tier 4s. And if you're going to do this, disrupt the illusion always, Shadow Demon. There goes Beast Dexter. Just doing the ball lightning damage, not too much of anything. The stun going to come out, hit all the illusions except for the real one, of course. That's the way it goes. Salen going to go. Oh, there we go. Dexter can initiate onto Druid Boy, though the damage is going to be returned to him, and then some. He's going to drop. Druid Boy still very much so alive. There's going to be a 2-man cog. They're both going to force staff their way out. Salen dropping very low, but he has the Aegis. He wants to use it. Druid Boy. Now, Salen isn't even going to use it. He's going to get stunned up. There it is. Aegis going to get popped. 23. Still in the front lines, though. Another disruption as... Are you kidding me? Really, guys? Okay, here we go. And Venomancer gonna drop ultimate their ultimate before he dies, but Venomancer does die very quickly. Ultra kill for Druid Boy. Can he make it a Rampage? Wiki fighting as strong as he can. He's going to pop the Satanic. He's going to stand strong, but he's in the cog still. He's in a cage. It's going to be a Rampage for Druid Boy and Venomancer. Double Rampage? Double Rampage? Make it double? Oh, only one Rampage. That's completely fine though, guys, because we know who's going to be going into the grand finals. It's going to be Thundercats. Thundercats Ho and Rocket Flare Celebration. So I don't know who's going to be in the grand finals. I just got a message from the admin. We'll see what he has to say. But we will see what happens in the grand finals, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll be going on to that very shortly.